You know what they used to say in the medieval alchemy labs, that the right crucible, the right flask, could turn lead into gold. They'd spend fortunes on the vessel, convinced the container itself held the magic. Never mind the fool pouring the ingredients. We're doing the same goddamn thing today, screaming about the sanctity of the programming language like it's some holy grail that will absolve us of the need for skill, for talent, for goddamn thought. This week, I will explain how a talented developer can make a crucial difference on security no matter which programming language and technology you guys are using. This is Marcus Frex, and welcome to Switchborn. Let's cut through the marketing department's latest fantasy that Rust, or any memory-safe language, is a silver bullet for insecure code. It's a lie wrapped in a fallacy and sold to you as progress. It's the same old song, the desperate belief that a tool can replace a mind. I'm not saying Rust is bad, the math is sound. No null pointers, no buffer overflows, at least not in the traditional sense. It's a beautifully engineered cage, but a cage is only as strong as the person who designs it, and the idiot who leaves the door wide open. We've seen this movie before. Remember when Java was going to save us all with its sandbox? Or when .NET Managed Code was the impenetrable fortress. Every decade, a new language rises, and the evangelists proclaim the end of shoddy code. And every time, we find new, spectacular ways to fuck it up. Because the vulnerability isn't just in the language, it's in the logic. You can have the most memory-safe, type-safe, mathematically proven language on the planet, and a shitty programmer, or an AI trained on their shitty code, will still build you a cathedral of vulnerabilities. You can't memory safe your way out of a brain that doesn't think like an adversary. I do see kids straight out of a boot camp, armed with all the safe languages. Build a login system that checks the password on the client side and sends a simple true or false back to the server. In Rust, they built a beautiful memory-safe vault door and then left the key under the welcome mat. The illusion of safety. This is the most insidious part. When you tell a generation of developers that the language has their back, you breed complacency. You kill the paranoia that is the hallmark of a true builder. The Rust compiler stops you from shooting yourself in the foot. It doesn't stop you from handing the gun to the attacker and pointing it at your own head. You guys know about the captcha bypasses? The cryptographic failures in secure apps. Those aren't memory errors, they're failures of imagination. The developer didn't think about the endgame, they trusted the tool, and the tool was never built to compensate for a lack of cunning. This isn't just about junior devs, this is about the systemic bullshit of our craft. The suits want widgets built fast and cheap. They don't want artists. They want assembly line workers. So they push this narrative that the tooling eliminates the need for expensive, rare talent. Just use Rust. The compiler is the senior dev. It's credential theater for the entire development lifecycle. It lets them hire cheaper, train less, and point the finger at the language when it all goes to shit. And don't even get me started on AI. You think a large language model, trained on the average quality of code from GitHub, is going to produce secure, elegant, well-architected systems. It's a photocopier, the really fancy one. It'll replicate the patterns, both the good and the catastrophic. It will give you memory-safe buffer overflows and beautifully formatted SQL injection vulnerabilities. It has no context, no intuition, no fear. It cannot plan to the end because it doesn't understand there is an end. A world where a human adversary is looking for that one chink in the armor. So, what's the answer? Do we all go back to writing assembly in a cave? The answer is to stop worshipping the altar of the language and start worshipping the craft. The tool is an instrument. A Stradivarius violin in the hands of a novice still produces noise. A beat-up acoustic in the hands of a master can break your heart. Your focus should be on becoming the master. Embrace the hard path. If you only know safe languages, force yourself to learn C. Not to build production apps with it, but to understand the abyss. To see the raw, grinding gears of the machine. Understand what the compiler is saving you from, so you appreciate the save, and, more importantly, recognize the threats it can't save you from. Cultivate paranoia. Write every line of code with the assumption that the brilliant, malicious mind is going to read it. Ask yourself, if I were a thief, how would I break this? That question, that constant, grinding dialectic in your own mind is worth more than all the type safety in the world. This is the core of it. Hacking. Real hacking. Not the theft the media screams about, is a state of mind. It's a relentless, artistic pursuit of understanding systems, of seeing the hidden connections, of manipulating logic with a purpose. It cannot be certified. It cannot be bottled. And it sure as hell can't be replaced by a programming language's feature set. The language is just the clay. The sculptor is you. And if you're not an artist, you're just making mud pies, no matter how expensive your tools are. So let them chase their alchemist crucibles. The gold was inside the alchemist all along. The real magic is the reason, the focus, the talent to see the world not as it is, but as it could be rearranged. Understood, mastered, and in that mastery, you become the signal in the noise. You become the flaw in the perfect system. The ghost in the immutable machine. You become the question that the safe, predictable code can never answer. You touch the silent switch at the heart of it all. The one that turns lead into gold, chaos into order, and order into beautiful, necessary chaos. You touch the Switchborn,